Happy Monday. It's your girl Anita Tequila. Most of you don't know that I'm reverting back to my former personality or, online presence, which is Queen I'm Unique. I'm still your girl Anita Tequila, but I'm just going to use my Queen I'm Unique personality for my podcast from now on. So happy Monday again. We're going to jump into some audio samples. I'm here to inform you of some cool audio books that's out here for you to check out in your spare time. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. The first book is an audio book titled Loyal to His Lies. The author of this book is T.C. Littles. The book is narrated by Michi LaChapelle, and it's an urban fiction read. So let's check it out.
Fuck helping a nigga build a case on me. I turn every possible GPS locator and tracker on my phone off with a password to turn on. Having come up with a few hits, I made a fake page and followed her for future reference. It was not needed though. Spice left her page public, and her preloaded application gave away her direct, pinpointed location. Spice stayed in Novi, Michigan. Damn, that would be a drive from my house. But fuck the dumb shit. It was going down. She could have stayed in Boom Foo Foo, Egypt for all I care. My so-called replacement was due the second round ass whooping fate would deal her ass. Sydney was at my mom's, so it was time to do me. I unquestionably needed some time out, partying to get Nardo off my mind and get my spirits back on point. Still having a banging body post-carrying Sid's 8-pound behind for 9 months. I couldn't wait to get back heavy in the streets of Detroit. With my baby daddy claiming to be out of the picture, getting back into action would be effortless, and all a bitch had to do was appear on the scene. Taking a long, hot bath with aromatherapy candles, I tried imagining my life was perfect to soothe my nerves. Everything inside of me was tense and worked up. Wanting to release my rage sooner than later on all parties involved, I sipped on the chilled glass of wine, chasing a buzz. I tossed clothes from all the dresser drawers and off all the hangers, tearing up my small room for something sexy to wear. I had to have all eyes on me, especially since I wanted them to run back and tell my baby daddy they'd seen me slaying. I wanted him jealous and in his feelings for a change. Nardo was notorious for playing a role and not giving a fuck when it came to me. But it was not too secret he'd ship bricks on sight knowing I was flaunting his ass all around Motown. Good for him, though. That was the plan. Finally choosing a soft pink and white maxi skirt with matching bow top, I slid them over my butter-smooth skin, making certain all assets popped. I considered myself blessed, not having stretch marks or a kangaroo pouch, accessorizing with a diamond cross pendant, hoop earrings, and the iced-out ring Nardo gave me as a gift for carrying his firstborn seed. Everything appeared to be flawless. Stepping in front of the mirror to check out my oh-so-fine reflection, I immediately knew my shit was on point. After unwrapping my hair and making sure each curl flowed perfectly, I generously applied a coat of K.O.R. Capricorn lipstick and high-popping gloss. Strapping on a pair of white 6-inch studded stiletto sandals, seeing my curvaceous behind rise up screaming for attention, I knew tonight was going to be my comeback on the real. Nothing or no one could stop my shine. Grabbing my keys and Louis Vuitton, making sure none of Spice's tacky braids were left behind, I was out the door in no time, eager to be reintroduced into downtown party life. Hitting the freeway, I arrived downtown in record time, pulling my deep cherry red Camaro into the valet line for floods. I peeped the usual high rollers and big spenders were in packs, with loud music and flashy cars. Knowing damn near everyone posted in and around the popular Detroit City Bar and Grill, every move I made would be calculated because a bitch would be watched. Keeping my windows rolled up and Big Sean's album on low, I bobbed my head and kept it pretty, knowing even the least obvious hater was watching. Even on my worst day, I'd stun on these hoes, and since I was feeling myself, they were about about to get murdered.
Girl.
Hey, honey, here's your ticket. The valet attendant opened my door with a wide smile. Not being reserved, he checked me out from head to toe. Stretching one leg out slowly to tease the haters, I replied, "Thank you." I smiled, but was careful not to flirt. Being that he parked cars for pay, he was not my type. So, giving him more than just an eyeful was not worth it. When he pulled my car off toward the reserved section, I marched out solo, making my way past the long line, knowing he better not scratch my ride. Shit, I wish I would think I'm about to join these broke bitches in line. Standing for entry? Me? Never. It was nothing to jump the ropes, bypassing these nobodies.
All right. That was Loyal to His Lies by Arthur T.C. Littles. I'm going to save the next eye for the next book. You guys check this book out. Sounds like the drama is going to pop off. She was loyal to his lies. But in a minute, she about to be something else, honey. She ain't going to be loyal, honey. In a minute, it sounds like she finna set it off. Okay? You guys will be right back with book number 2. Hang in there. Don't leave me now. Don't leave me. Okay. I'm back with the second book of the day. This one is titled Preparing for My Senior Cockatiel. The author's name, this author is a return author. She's submitted a lot of books to me, which I appreciate. Her name is Laurel A. Rockefeller. This book is narrated by Alex Freeman. And Laurel Rockefeller, Arthur Laurel Rockefeller, wanted me to inform you guys that she made this book. She actually wrote this book in preparation for her senior cockatiel, hence the name, Preparing for My Senior Cockatiel. Hello. And what's a senior cockatiel, you ask? Well, a cockatiel is an Australian parrot related to the cockatoos. So apparently she had to go through a lot to get ready to have this parrot. This parrot must be one of those birds that talk a lot. He must be a talker because she had to get ready for this bird. She had to prepare mentally and probably physically and spiritually to have this bird in her life. So let's check this book out. And I'm going to go ahead and do this eye. I'm just playing around with my makeup. You guys know I have no clue what I'm doing. I just like to paint my face and get into it while we listen to some samples. And as you guys know, the link to this book will be in the comment section below. All right, let's hop into it.
Chapter 4. Beyond Basic Cockatiel Food. You have your seeds. You have your pellets to make sure your birds get a balanced diet regardless which seeds are their favorites. You have fresh nuts slivered and or chopped to cockatiel bite-sized morsels. If you have a senior cockatiel, you are adding canola seed to your mix too. Now it's time to get fresh with your bird's diet. Cool side effect? It makes you eat healthier too. Yep, you guessed it. Fresh fruits and vegetable time. Fruits and vegetables, fresh or frozen, are tricky with cockatiels. Why? Because they are granivores. Coming from an arid climate, there is simply not much access to fruits and vegetables for wild cockatiels. Your cockatiel may seem domesticated like dogs and cats are, but she's not. She's a wild animal being socialized to live with humans. A major reason for this? Unlike cats, dogs, and galliforms, chickens, ducks, geese, peafowl, turkeys, etc., parrots of all 3 superfamilies have not lived with humans long enough to make a substantial impact on their genetics. Feather plumage colors and patterns, also known as color mutations or breeds, are the primarily alteration to our parrot's genetics. All other instincts from the wild remain intact. This means that what a human-raised cockatiel instinctively considers food is little to no different than that of a wild cockatiel. It's why your cockatiel instantly understands that spray millet is food, but not pellets. Spray millet is in a form cockatiels find and eat in the wild. Pellets, by contrast, are accepted as food primarily through early experiences as chicks and juveniles. This usually comes about through presentation as part of a chick's introduction to adult food, and if you have other parrots, particularly cockatiels, social modeling. That is to say that if a cockatiel observes other cockatiels eating something, she will generally at least taste the unknown food. This is best done in the first 5 months of life, but older birds will also try foods other cockatiels in the flock are eating. Case in point, my cockatiel Arwen, hatched 2014, loves lettuce. Mithril generally doesn't like lettuce and rarely took any from my bowls before Arwen's arrival. But if Arwen is eating lettuce from a bowl, Mithril will generally take a bite too. But social modeling is not just about cockatiels learning from other cockatiels. You, being part of her flock, are critical to your bird learning to eat healthy fresh fruits and vegetables. This means that you are teaching your bird what to eat and what is safe to eat every time they observe you eating. If you eat junk food, your cockatiel assumes it's okay for her to eat junk food too. She'll probably beg for junk food and steal it from your plate, bowl, or even your fingers, making you laugh and indulge her at every instance. Fortunately, we can teach our birds to eat healthy too. As a general rule, except where the food is poisonous to birds, chocolate, anything with caffeine or alcohol in it, and avocados being among the most poisonous, it is generally fine to allow your cockatiel to sample whatever you are eating. Offer small bowls, such as my upcycled yogurt lids, filled with a cockatiel-sized portion of whatever you are eating at each meal, especially if it includes fruits or vegetables. But cooked meats are also fine most of the time. My girls love chicken breast and any available scraps from bone-in chicken wings. Anytime you eat a salad, encourage your cockatiels to join you. In my experience, healthy foods taste best from my plate or bowl over offering my birds their own bowl of the same food. This is social modeling in action. Your eating that bit of lettuce, tomato, or other fresh food is stimulating your bird to eat it too. The entire flock does the same thing, eating a specific food, drinking, preening, sleeping, etc., at the same time and therefore evading predators by being lost in the crowd. Poisonous foods to keep away from your cockatiel. As mentioned earlier, not everything humans eat is safe for cockatiel consumption. Many foods like chocolate have toxins that are non-lethal to humans because of our considerable relative size, but deadly when consumed by a much smaller animal. Here are the most important foods to keep away from your birds. Chocolate, avocado, onions and garlic, fruit pits and apple seeds, sugar-free candy, high-fat, high-sugar, high-sodium foods. Lefebvre's Pet Food Company also suggests taking care when feeding the following: mushrooms, plant portions of fruits and vegetables, stems, leaves, roots, etc., dairy.
Okay, that was pretty interesting. Yes, very informative. So if you have a bird, a cockatiel or a cockatoo, or you're considering getting one, you might want to check this book out. She's gonna the author is giving you a lot of helpful hints on how to raise and take care of your cockatiel or your cockatoo. That was pretty informative. That's really different, and it sounds very organized, very well presented. So you guys go ahead and check that book out, especially for bird lovers or animal lovers. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second to grab the last book of the day. I know you miss me. I'm back with the last book for today. Book number 3 is titled Snapped 2, A Ruthless Love Story. So number 1 is out there somewhere, but this is the one that we're gonna sample today, so you guys can find something really good to massage your brains with. The author of this book is K.L. Hall, and the book is narrated by Dylan Ford and Lacey Laurel. So I'm going to try to add a little bit of pink to my eyes and play with my lips a little bit while we listen to this sample. So here we go. Ready, set, press play.
Let me go. But the more I squirmed, the harder he pulled. The carpet caused a burning sensation against my thighs as he dragged me down the hallway toward the stairs. He pulled so hard. I could feel my scalp bleeding as my body hit each stair going down. You ain't shit but an ungrateful-ass, lying-ass bitch. I should have left you right where I fucking found you in that goddamn strip club. As soon as I hit the bottom step, Whip landed a punch to my ribs. A pained expression crossed my face and I screamed out in agony. He left me lying on the floor with tears streaming down my face, begging for him to call 911 because I could barely stand to breathe. I couldn't stop the tears from flowing, no matter how much it pained me to cry. He came back moments later and stood in a wide stance, hovering over me. I glanced up at him through a scrunched brow and noticed a gun strapped to his hip.
Really?
My body tensed as I started thinking about the worst-case scenarios. Instead, he scooped me into his arms and carried me into the single-car garage attached to the house. The clicking sound of the car unlocking put me at ease, and I let my body relax against his hard chest. I thought he was going to take me to the hospital so that I could receive proper medical care. But instead, he walked around to the back of his BMW and tossed me in the trunk like garbage. I looked up at him with tears in my eyes. Whip, what are you doing? I trembled. He rested his hand on the lid and scowled at me. I had never seen so much hate in his eyes. Shut the fuck up, he yelled, slamming the trunk. The icy tone in his voice lifted the hairs on the nape of my neck, instantly sending panic racing through my body. I heard the engine start and the car slowly ease out of the driveway. My mind kept replaying the events that led up to that moment over and over in my head as I screamed for help until my voice went hoarse. Whip! Baby, no! No, please! Please don't fucking do this! I yelled.
Oh my God, that shit gave me
It
chills.
took everything in me to keep yelling. With every breath I took, it felt as if a knife was cutting through my ribs. I gripped my midsection so hard that my knuckles turned white. I kept wishing I had enough energy to try and kick the back lights out like I'd seen people do in movies. But all I could do was lay there. I tried closing my eyes to focus on where he was taking me. But he kept taking swift turns and speeding so fast that my stomach churned. Everything was moving too quickly for me to process. Amidst the beeping horns and whoosh of cars speeding past, as he picked up speed, he turned up the radio to make sure the bass from the speakers drowned out my sparse cries for help and the rattling of what I knew were my broken bones. It was that moment when I knew I was going to leave the world exactly how I'd come in, bloody and broke. Accepting my fate wasn't as hard as accepting the fact that Whip's ass would live to see another day after the way he'd treated me. As I started to come to terms with dying, the car came to a sudden stop, and everything went silent. The engine had been shut off, and I couldn't hear the sound of the radio anymore. Right before I drew in a deep breath at my last attempt to save my own ass, I heard yelling, and then a loud thud right against the top of the trunk. My fingertips latched across my lips, and I bit the inside of my cheek in an effort to stay quiet. So you dodging my calls now, nigga? Did you think I wouldn't fucking find you, motherfucker?
Ooh,
I heard a man say.
It was coming to him.
Lord, nigga, it's not even like that, I swear. I can explain. Just give me a minute. I was right in the middle of something. Whip begged, sounding like the true bitch he was. Give you a minute to do what? Steal more of my motherfucking money and waste more of my time? You better stop while you're ahead before I slide your head clean off your neck. Lord, it's not even like that, I swear to God.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
so tell me what it is then. I'm all ears. It's my girl. She fucking stole from me. Your girl, huh? Yeah. I found a stash of 20 G's today. I know there's probably more. Just give me some time to find it, and I'll get it back to you plus interest. I swear. Plus interest, huh? Yeah, whatever you want. I swear to God on my mother, I got you. And where is this girl of yours? My insides twisted as I waited to hear Whip tell him I was stuffed in the trunk. But instead, I heard the lock click.
Oh, gosh. Snap to a ruthless love story. Written by K.L. Hall. I will be checking this out and reviewing it on right here on YouTube and on TikTok and on Instagram. Because see, this mother sucker put his hands on his woman, and he begging for safety and begging for his life when it comes to another motherfucking man. I'm sorry, excuse my language. I'm so sorry. See, because I was putting on my makeup and I had to stop. And I mean, it's like a, so, okay, so let me just calm down for my roll, okay? So this one right here, I will be reading very soon. I want to find out what happened because, honey, he needs to be the one in the trunk. Well, okay, guys, check this book out. The link is going to be in the comment section as of like all the other books. Snap to a ruthless love story. Now that one right there, it gave me goosebumps. As I was listening to it, I connected. I don't know why I connected with this story because I'm not a victim of domestic violence. I know plenty of people who have been, friends of mine, family members who have been the victims of domestic violence. But for some reason, this story, I was connecting with this story. When she was talking, I was feeling a different type of vibe that I felt with, in the other books. So I'm definitely going to check this one out. You guys check it out too. And when you check out these books, do not hesitate to leave your honest review on Amazon. Help these authors out. We need recognition for our hard work, and that's what I'm here for, to let you guys know that these books are available for you to check out. This is your girl, Queen. I'm Unique, and I'm kind of shook by that. I'm gonna definitely grab my copy of this book, and if anybody else grabs their copy after watching this channel, please mention that in the comment section below. Let's talk about this. And I hope this is not based on a true story, even though we know it is. I hope this man didn't really have this girl in no trunk. Hopefully she's going to wake up from a dream, okay? Alright, so that was the last book of the day, you guys. The links to the book is in the comment section below. The links to the books are in the comment section below. Now I'm going to head over and do my live podcasting on my TikTok channel and my Instagram. And I want to take this time to thank you guys for tuning in. I like how my makeup came out. If you're watching this and you feel like my makeup is not on right, feel free to talk about it in the comment section below. I'm open to any suggestions, any guidance, any health and beauty tips that you want to offer me, because I'm just playing around with this. I'm no professional. Yes. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next Monday. Not the same time. I don't know what time, but I'll be here. And you guys tune in. Peace out.